don't need to sync the sound, but I just like clapping anyway. Bit of tea.
I've walked mine down. It's gone.
Language thing.
Yeah,
right.
You don't swear. I do swear.
Try not to swear. Well, you really shouldn't though, because
No, I know
there
I
won't
should.
adverts on your video.
Well, they're not.
No.
I need to stop swearing.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Now, a few months ago, my good friend Jamie Stangroom.
Hello.
Of
Hello.
what channel?
Jamie Stangroom.
Great.
Just egomaniac.
Clearly. Asked me a question, posed a question to me. He wanted to know whether or not the speeder bikes from Star Wars fame were ever likely to actually be created or to happen. So he set me the task of looking up some information around them. Now the reason for that was because a company in America, I believe, had created a hover bike in brackets. It doesn't have wheels, so it's not really a bike. But that's just me being pedantic. If you haven't seen it before, here is a clip. I think people have done similar things to this, but this is the most viable so far. It's called the Scorpion 3. It hails from America, and it's a bit of a Kickstarter. They're getting people to invest in it early so they can develop these things and hopefully create what would be I guess a speeder bike, but it's more of a hover bike really. It's kind of a drone that you can ride.
I ignored the last bit. You just said, because it was negative, but hopefully.
Okay. You just hear what you want to hear. We're going to have speeder bikes. Great.
That's all I came here for. End of video.
So as far as the actual specs of the thing, it goes, or it used to say it goes 30 miles an hour, and they've recently upped that to 48, I believe.
I want faster. I want, Ewoks to be holding on for dear life. Can we get to that level?
Yeah, I have a key fact which I'm not sure if you know. I was reviewing the
Try
footage.
me.
I was reviewing the footage of the speeder bikes in Star Wars and trying to work out what speed they do, but I didn't need to because someone has already done that for me. Do you know what speed the speeder bikes go at?
This is fictional speed. We should add. And I'm not looking at your laptop. I'm not a cheat. Do I know what fictional speed
They allegedly went at you.
they allegedly went at? Okay, so in kind of Star Wars canon, 120 miles per hour.
Did you not read that?
I didn't read that. Honestly, it didn't. It does say 100. You know what? Maybe I looked at it. I'm not actually sure if I cheated. I like to think I didn't cheat, but I possibly glanced at. Yeah, okay, 120 miles per hour.
You've taken the impact away from me there a little bit. Stolen it, some might say, but...
So 120 miles. So how is this
allegedly
measured?
120 miles an hour. So it's to do with the way that they filmed it, and actually there's this nice link which I can actually give to you if you want to sort of include it in the comments or in the description.
Yeah.
So this actually says about how it's recorded on a kind of an early gyro for a camera, the gimbals that we've got nowadays to make sure that it takes out the bounce. And they walked through the forest and recorded at 3/4 the speed, so that they could then speed up the footage afterwards, and it'd run at 24 frames a second.
Right.
If that makes sense. Judging on him walking around 4 miles an hour, which is kind of an average speed actually, gets up to around 120 miles an hour is what they were going for with the look behind the speed bikes.
Okay, and how does that compare to your everyday bikes, the kind of bikes that you review?
Oh, the ones that I review?
Yeah.
I mean, my last 3 have been 120 miles an hour, sort of no problem. That's kind of like there.
But then I suppose the difference is here that, well, yours exist, but also that you're on open roads.
Yes.
Like these, buzzing around the forest moon of Endor, trees everywhere. But those propellers, they look dangerous. They can take someone's head off.
Yeah, they are. The size of them and the speed they would need to be spinning at, originally they were made of wood in their prototype, which was listed as probably costing about $150,000.
Wow.
They have since improved it.
Right, okay.
They've given it plastic ones.
Slightly less dangerous?
Yeah, a lot less dangerous.
And this is the quicker version that you mentioned.
This is the quicker version.
48 miles per hour?
Sorry, 43, I got it wrong, but 43. We're so close.
One job.
43. Close enough. I doubt it even gets to 43. Have you seen this thing full speed?
I've not seen the second version.
Right.
I saw the original version.
That's the original.
Yeah, with the wooden propellers. Yeah.
That thing's going to take off limbs. This is at a speedway, which is just ridiculous.
So these are people
They're loving it. They're cheering for it.
Look happy because that's not exciting. That's not very fast.
That's not 43 miles an hour. There is
what would
no
you say that
way.
is? What would you measure that at?
I'm going to guess about 20.
20?
Look at him. That's barely 20.
Okay.
You could run faster. Like a human being can run about top speed about 28 miles an hour. If you think about Usain Bolt, he can do about 28 miles an hour, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Right. Which is pretty close to the original speed of the original Scorpion 3. and is definitely faster than that was going in the clip.
Okay, 2 positives.
Yeah.
One, these are probably cheaper than Usain Bolt.
Yes.
To buy Usain Bolt would probably cost you a lot more
Sure.
of your money. Secondly, you can imagine if you cladded that out to look a bit more like a Star Wars speeder bike, you could almost pull it off, and it sort of shows that maybe there is potential to me just seeing that clip there.
Yeah, I suppose there is potential.
Increase the speed.
Okay, here's the potential.
hovering.
It's hovering, and actually the world record for a drone is 163 miles an hour for a drone.
Okay.
Which is the same technology. It is 4 fans or 4 rotors on something which hovers off the ground. And that's still improving. This is the current world record. That will get better.
And what's that called? The thing that's not Usain Bolt?
This one's Scorpion 3.
Scorpion 3. So
Yeah.
Scorpion 3, is this available or going to be available to
They are
purchase?
taking pre-orders, and they're talking about $59,000
The deposit?
No, this is the actual price of the
Okay.
thing when it's available.
Right.
Yeah, $59,000 when you actually come to buy it, a $2,000 deposit as a kind of Kickstarter to make sure they can get some funding to actually make this thing commercially viable.
And how long will the battery last? Because that's important if
That's
you really
good,
want
yeah.
to get to work.
I'm glad you asked that
A to
question as
B.
well, because it is an impressive 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it all depends on your commute, really, doesn't it?
13 miles. You actually,
13 miles. That's not bad if you live
That's
in a
not too
town.
bad,
You work
actually,
in
yeah.
a town, you know?
To be fair,
it could
yeah.
be a lot worse, but for,
work to home for me is less than 13 miles, so actually 20 minutes is quite a nice commute time for me.
for that money, buy a car, maybe.
Yeah.
More practical. Or a motorbike, keep Tim happy.
So again, for my money, I'm not quite sure we're there yet, or that we're even that close to what we would want to see actually sort of realised from the film. Jamie, your thoughts? Do you think it's close enough? Are you happy with it?
I was very happy when you said 48 miles per hour, but at 43, no, not happy.
It's the loss of 5 miles an hour. You're
Huge
out.
difference, huge difference.
So you're not investing that $2,000?
No,
No.
deal off. I'm
That's
afraid.
reasonable. That's
but
reasonable.
you never know. I guess you never know.
Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, if you are watching, I'm assuming you've already subscribed to my channel, because I'm guessing this ain't going to pop up anywhere randomly for you. If you're not already a subscriber of Jamie's channel, then Jamie, do you want to just give us a brief intro as to what you do on your channel?
Yeah, mostly pop culture. So a lot of Star Wars interviews. This is the first of its kind on the channel, doing a sort of chat with someone else from YouTube about sort of Star Wars, sort of not Star Wars. Lots of interviews with actors from Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Breaking Bad, and silly sort of sketches and what have you. So if that's your vibe, then come and see me. You'll put the link in the description.
I will put the link in the description to, what's the name of your channel again?
Jamie Stained Room.
There you go, egomaniac. Good, thank you again for watching, and I will see you soon.
Just because I know it annoys you, I won't say rarefied road.
You can say Rarefield if you want.
Nah, because
A little punch in your leg.
don't want us to be all, I don't want to upset you, Tim.
It's alright, I'm going to make fun of yours.